here in a minute. Hey, y'all, it's the Rex Hex and Apex with Mike Gustovich. What? Enough said. All right, enough of that. We ain't got time to waste. We got questions.
Okay, I'm here and available.
Yeah. We appreciate you coming back on, Mike. We really had a good time when you came on about a week or so ago, and it was a hoot getting to
It's my
meet you.
pleasure. Yeah, it gets me away from the reality of being in this house constantly by the computer, because I am.
Yeah. Well, I know Hex Allen and Apex have a question for you, but I'm going to lead off and say, do you do your own yard work?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my least favorite thing to do. I'd rather shovel snow than mow a lawn. But it takes
you're
me
up
about
in Ohio. You probably get some snow.
A little bit, yeah. Not as much as we used to, for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. The new house I mentioned, the yard work, mowing the lawn will only take like 5 minutes. This takes half an hour or so. It's a good move for me. If we get the house, we put in the offer this morning.
So I hope you do get that. I wish you all the luck in the world with that, because you're on a noisy street and that's not any fun. Your peace has always been interrupted. I don't know if I asked you this, but do you have a park around there where you can walk your dogs and whatever?
No, not really.
No, yeah, because you're at a dead end street, you said.
Well, the new house is on a dead end street.
Oh, the new house is going to be
the one we're looking. Yeah. We put in a bid on. Right now, we live on a very busy street, a lot of motorcycles and noisy music and loud cars and.
See, that's probably normal for Hex Allen. He's out there in busy LA, you know.
Yeah.
Where all the homeless go to, you know.
They stay off of the street for the most part.
Now, Hex, you know Mike Gustovich.
Yes,
work, don't you?
Yes, Mike. It's a first of all, it's an honor to meet you, Mike.
Thank you. Here.
Yeah, I'm a fan, and here's the burning question.
Ooh, right out of the
paper or plastic?
Well, we when we go to the stores, we prefer plastic because we use that to pick up after our 6 dogs.
There you go.
Yeah,
recycle.
Same here.
Save the world.
But
my burning question is mayonnaise or Miracle Whip.
That's my kryptonite. I don't touch either.
Oh, I didn't know they still made Miracle Whip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think Bobby Kennedy's going to get that taken away.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. We're all going to be missing a lot out of our lives with him.
I had totally forgot, Mike. You did Avengers.
Yeah, I worked on the Avengers.
Yeah. What was your favorite thing to work on, you think, in Marvel?
Marvel? Oh, geez. Well, I really enjoyed inking more than penciling. So penciling wise, let me think. Wow.
I think that's where it really comes to life, is with the inks, isn't it, Mike?
Well, yeah, I consider an inker to be like a writer's editor. A good inker can make it shine, or a bad inker can just destroy it.
Sure. I'm that's the thing about comics. A bad letterer can take you out of the experience. A bad colorist, a bad inker. I know Vince Coletta gets a lot of heat for doing a lot of quick work. I always
I think there's a special hell for bad inkers.
Yeah. But now I'm told there's a difference in between inkers and embellishers.
Well, embellisher, I think, is someone who basically inks over layouts or very loose pencils, someone who tightens it up. Well, not necessarily, but it just adds to the piece. Yeah.
They're not dealing with full pencils.
Not usually, I'd say, but mostly, a penciler's strength is, I would say, his storytelling and his knowledge of anatomy. Let the inker refine it, make it more digestible. Let's just say.
What came first for you, writing or drawing?
Oh, let's say probably drawing. You mean
Yeah.
professionally?
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't find out till just a few years ago I'm a writer.
Nobody told you? That's
well, I mean, I always considered myself an artist, but it's good to find out that you can write a decent story if you want to do comics. Right.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been a writer also, but professionally speaking, I've done a lot more.
Are you self-taught, Mike, or do you have some formal training?
Well, I went to a couple of colleges, including Kent State, but basically, I'm not bragging or anything, but my level of expertise or skill was beyond what they were teaching me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless you really go to the Joe Kubert School, if to study sequential artwork, there's not a lot out there, is there?
No, not
there's
much.
Fine arts, there's graphic design, maybe a few other things, but that's about it. If you want
you just have to study the comics.
Yeah, study the comics or become an apprentice. Like Howard Chaykin, I think, studied under like Gil Kane. So sort of apprenticeship. That kind of the tradition of that goes back hundreds of years. I guess comics is kind of like that.
I'd say so. Comics are very valuable training ground.
I didn't know it. I asked Mike this the other day, Michael T. Gilbert, Mr. Monster creator. Well, I mean, he did Mr. Monster. Actually, that's a public domain character, as we talked about. But
let me write that down.
I asked him, and he said he wouldn't argue with it. I said, is Jack Kirby, in your mind, Mike, is he the king of comics?
He's the king. He'll always be the king.
Yeah. Okay. And why? Why is that? You think?
He embodied everything that's in comics. Great storytelling, great action, stylized anatomy, but it all worked. It all worked.
Yeah.
His compositions were fantastic, and his detail. I read something, maybe an interview with Gil Kane. Was it Gil Kane? Anyway, so I think it might have been Gil Kane. He said he was working in a studio with Jack Kirby. He said, I had to get out of there because Kirby was producing 9 pages every day of the most beautiful work he'd ever seen. So he's very intimidated. I think it was Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love his line work.
Yeah.
Oh, Rex, take a look at what I've dropped in here to share.
Okay. Oh, that's you. I thought it was
since you're
setting something.
Oh no. Since you're talking about you're briefly talking about Jack Kirby. There's a Kirby exhibit at the Skirball Cultural Center here in SoCal, and I got to get to this thing. Yeah. Well, it goes on till March next year. So
wow, that's up there for a while.
Get
that's
out to
good.
Southern California.
You're seeing more and more of that, Mike, where they have like shows on comic book artwork, because comic book artwork has kind of exploded since the movies have come about.
Right.
I think that's and the TV shows, but I think the movies really. Did you ever think it would reach this? Because it seems like Stan Lee was trying to push the Marvel characters out there in TV very early on in the 70s and stuff for a long time.
Yeah, I never really gave it that much thought. I just did my work and,
Well, what does Mike Gustovich, and I'm sure through the years it's changed, but what do you think about?
The movies?
Well, I mean, what do you just generally think about? Take us in your world?
I think about pizza a lot.
You find pizza? Well, that's a man.
If I'm having trouble getting up out of bed, I think about all the recipes and the food I have in the refrigerator, and I better start cooking, otherwise it's going to go bad. That's what my mind thinks. But in general, I'm more involved with my dogs and my wife, and of course, I do a lot of writing still. I'd rather be writing than drawing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
It
Are you
finally
still
occurred
coming
to
up with
me-
characters?
Oh yeah, I've got dozens of scripts that I'll never have the time to draw. So
You know what, Mike?
but
I'll do it pro bono, dude. Yeah, I'll help you out.
So what I need to win the lottery so that I can afford to pay all these people to draw my stories.
Yeah.
I'll take some royalties, whatever. You know, we'll win. I'm fine.
It finally occurred to me, Mike, that I can write faster than I can draw this out or have other artists commissioned to do it. You know, so I get what you're saying about writing. You can.
Yeah, I've also
really
come to the realization that I can write, type faster than I read.
Mhm.
I'm a slow reader, but still.
We're working on this X-Men.
I told you there was
there you
one of
go.
your old people.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. What do we got
Look
here? Apex.
That's a beast. Yeah.
Oh,
That's old school X-Men versus Sentinels in process.
Oh, okay. That's the
Weapons.
Beast. My favorite character there
Foreground,
in the foreground.
Angel, Phoenix, Stingray, and Iceman.
Look at
Oh,
that,
and
yeah.
a big Sentinel back there. I see. Yeah.
Two Sentinels, yeah. On each side.
Mhm.
Yeah. There you go. Good. All right. There you go.
wicked.
Thank you.
I said, Mike, that I found on eBay a.
Uh-oh, I
I
lost
think you
something
can see
here.
this.
Oh, I see. Okay, no, you're controlling it. Okay.
There we go. So there's an
Oh.
old Ghost Rider you
Oh,
did.
okay, a sketch. Yeah.
Oh,
Boy,
damn.
I don't remember
Mhm.
doing that one.
That's
I
awesome,
don't remember
Mike.
doing that.
Good
And
job.
apparently there's something
Oh,
on the
you
back
sure
of
it's
it
yours?
too. Another Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I recognize the style. That's Mike Gustovich. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a little Ghost Rider, you know, that they would put up in like the bullet or maybe the
Yes.
the little Ditko box,
Uh-huh.
and I attributed that to Bob Badansky, and Bob Badansky, who used to do Ghost Rider, contacted me on eBay and said, I didn't do that. Gil Kane did that. And then we kind of got talking together, you know, so that was nice to meet him through that.
Right.
Little mistake of mine. Love the I call it the Ditko box because I think he kind of I've seen older comics from the 50s and 40s use the little corner box, but really Marvel standardized that,
Yes.
didn't they?
But I've also noticed a lot of small publishers use that format now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
All right, guys, hit him up with your best questions. That paper and plastic, just don't cut it, Hex.
You know, okay.
Well-
Now, Mike, how did you come up with the company Nobel Comics before you went into power?
How they come up with the name or the?
Yeah, the company, the name, the company. Yeah.
Well,
What-
it has the same number of syllables as Marvel.
yeah.
That might have been it. Noble, just maybe the general sense of grandeur, or maybe an over sense of grandeur. What I was trying to do.
Comics with integrity, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. That's right.
Doing the right
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Now, you still own Noble, right? The name, you still own that much, don't
No,
you?
it's been so long. I think somebody else picked up
Okay.
on it and
Oh,
copyrighted or trademarked it.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And then there's a new company, fairly new, Noble Comics Incorporated.
hmm.
Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Power Comics Incorporated. Yeah.
Power Comics. Yeah,
So
that's
you
another
just
owner.
never got it copyrighted, and then somebody eventually came up with this other brilliant idea that they thought was original and finally copyrighted it. Is that right?
Probably, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's been so long, good luck to you,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How did you pick a magazine for the format for those big Justice
I
Machines?
don't remember exactly, but I want to do something different. And
Yeah.
I love Marvel's magazine size books. I think they had some out at that time. I think, yeah.
Well, that's more European size, isn't it? I mean, because
Yeah.
their comics are about that size.
Right. I just want to do something different. And just make it stand out on the stands.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
you had to make
Yeah, I
sure that
know.
you had to make sure the Titan could be seen, and
Yeah,
the
Yeah, well,
scale
he was a
sort of
big
thing.
character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't miss him, really.
Were you inspired by like Giant Man or other characters, like with that character, or some of your others were kind of archetypes of other characters?
I was probably inspired by Giant Man / Goliath.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a great character. I think he was
Mm.
underused and underappreciated.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, but Titan's cooler because he's got the rock and roll,
Yeah, that rock
long
and
hair.
black hair, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Too
will
bad
always
I
we
no
had
longer
the
own the
hair that
character.
we had.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
Did you own all of the Justice Machine characters, or do
I
you
used to.
still-
I sold them to, I think, Mark Ellis when
Hmm.
I needed to pay rent, and I shouldn't have. But then he sold it to somebody else in New York who
Hmm.
turned out to be a big jerk. And so I decided
Wow.
not to work with him. He wanted me to do a graphic novel. But
Yeah.
he indicated that he didn't think I was a writer. So if you want to insult me, then our relationship is over.
Right. Oh, right.
Well, I mean, you're kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like Michael T. Gilbert. I was very glad to have both of you on recently because you two stand out to me as very early indie creators. There wasn't that many people doing indie books through mail order
Right. Right.
at that time.
Yeah, I think I remember somebody saying, I never paid much attention to it back then, but somebody said that the Justice Machine was the first color independent comic book group.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah,
Could be.
yeah.
I think I've heard that. Yeah.
yeah. I know. I enjoyed it.
Oh, wait, let me show you something.
Did
This
you
was
did
my,
you
this
take
is my
some
first
formal writing, or is that?
Yeah, number 2 or number 3.
number 3. Yeah, this is how I got introduced to Mike Gustovich right here.
Uh-huh.
This issue. 1982, I believe, when I bought it.
Let's see,
Mike,
Uh,
Rubensteining.
do
done, I
you
think.
have a
Yeah, Rubenstein.
do
Yeah,
you
you're
have
right.
a favorite character for yourself in Justice Machine, like
Believe it or
Challenger
not,
or
it's Talisman.
Talisman, the
Talisman.
female
Yeah.
character?
Yeah, he's tragic in a way because he's so isolated
The guy with the
by,
left.
by being arrogant, and
Yeah.
then that just feeds on his arrogance or feeds on his isolation back and forth.
Yeah.
This guy
He's
right
kind of
here.
your
That's
bad
it.
boy then, kind of your Wolverine type character, right? That's always kind of mixing it up.
Well, he
Having
was actually back then he was a bit of a wuss.
Yeah.
Though he still was arrogant. But
Mhm.
the way I write him now, or would write him if I owned the characters,
Hey,
would
TJ.
be
Hey, TJ.
he tries his
Okay.
best, but he still comes across as arrogant.
TJ joining us from the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi,
TJ.
If you have any questions, chat, just ask your questions. The meaning of life, I'm sure Mike can tell us.
I know the only meaning, yes.
Yeah, there you go. That's all that matters. All right, Apex, hit him up with another one. I know you got a whole
Okay.
list there.
Yes, I got quite a list actually. Now, getting back to Power Comics, how did you create the character Cobalt Blue?
I'm sorry, what was this last part of that?
How did you create the character Cobalt Blue?
Actually, it was originally a creation of a high school friend of mine and I, and he wrote the story and I did the artwork.
All right.
But then it was a completely different background story, but he sold the character to Power Comics.
Yeah.
And when Power Comics went under, they just gave me Cobalt Blue. So I just rewrote him to fit my own concept of what he should be.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, you did a partial photo cover with that atom bomb blast behind him.
Yeah. Jerry Bingham pencils my inks on the figure, and they cut and paste on the back.
Yeah,
Back then they didn't have Photoshop, so
right.
Cobalt Blue.
yeah, that's the
There you
first
go.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Spectacular artwork by Mike Gustovich.
Yeah, back then I did the not only did I do the coloring, but I did the color separations by hand with zipatones.
And look at those hands going toward the character. That's something else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like Gil Kane on those
That's
hands,
a little
but
Gil Kane.
Yeah, Gil Kane was one of my major influences back then, along with
Really?
Starlin.
yeah. Now you had a backup story called Mask, and there was another
Bill Loeb
Mask,
did that.
Jim Carrey, that came out later, the Mask, but you had an early Mask, original character called the Mask, I guess.
Well, it wasn't my character. Bill Loeb created, wrote, and drew it.
Yeah.
But,
I was going to ask you about Bill because he did some Justice Machine stuff with you, didn't he?
Oh yeah. He did some writing. He did some inking.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Willingham?
No, Bill. William Messner Loebs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, your audio's you sound like you're underwater there, Apex.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm starting my computer.
Are you in Texas?
I'm in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Lubbock, Texas. He'll get back with you with carrier pigeon.
Right.
No, Mike, you did some work for Milestone Comics, right? In the 90s, late 90s.
Yes.
For Icon, right?
That was Mark.
What was
Bright.
that? How was that experience working
It was great.
Inking.
It was usually tight deadlines, but Mark Bright was always a pleasure to ink. It's a real shame to hear that he died recently.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
he
I
wasn't
was
that
going to say
old,
Mark
either.
Bright was brilliant. Yeah, it kind of sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Mark Bright's run on Green Lantern. That's when I think of Mark.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I think of Iron Man.
Mark Bright. Yeah.
I think of that Quantum and Woody. He drew those for Valiant in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part. You're still underwater.
I'm sorry. I look. I just in my mic what I can on. It must be StreamYard or something. Quantum and Woody.
Quantum and Woody.
Yeah.
From
Valiant. From Valiant Comics, right in the 90s. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm still not catching something about Power Comics.
Quantum and Woody by Valiant Comics. Valiant.
Quantum and Woody by Valiant Comics, he says.
Yeah.
So you worked for many different companies. Power Comics.
Yeah, a lot of the companies back then. Yeah.
You're on Noble.
I didn't work for Image.
Didn't work for Image, but
No,
did
no.
you work for do anything for DC Comics?
Oh yeah, a lot of yeah. I was more of probably a penciler at DC. I'm not sure. DC and Marvel were the two main ones, and I think I did more work for Marvel, but DC was right behind that.
Which came first, Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they vastly different or pretty much the same for you?
I think DC, in a slight way, treated me a little bit better. Though Marvel never mistreated me.
Right.
It's just a matter of degrees. That's all. But they DC, I think, paid me a little bit more than Marvel. Strange thing.
Yeah. I believe it.
Hex, you have a question for Mike?
Actually, I want you to. Can you show my?
Sure.
Present that screen there. No, the other screen. Am I in there?
Okay.
Device?
You're not. I don't think you're in there yet.
Oh crap.
Oh yeah, it is. It's just down there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
it's Cam or seen. There we go.
Oh,
see, I most of my collection's in storage, so I like what few Justice Machine issues I have are not here. But I do have this poster from the old Kamiko Comic Company. Yeah, and this is a
Matt
big
Wagner's
group shot of all their
there,
characters.
Robocross and Grindel,
Ginger Fox.
Yeah,
right there in the front and center.
Yeah, those are fun names.
Justice. Yeah,
Johnny Quest.
I always hated saying the Kamiko.
And you got the Elementals over there. Bill's work.
Yeah, the Elementals.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Quest. Yamato. What a strange mix of things.
Bill Willingham, he actually retweeted on this episode with you, Mike, because we put out, or Hex Allen put out something very early, and he retweeted it. And I said, "Thanks, Bill, for watching this. I'd love to get you on sometimes and talk some elementals, because your characters and elementals came together in an annual through Texas Comics.
Well,
they made their very first appearance in the annual, right?
I don't remember that. I thought maybe the first interaction between the characters was in the Kamiko miniseries.
Okay.
Miniseries.
Yeah, that's where I first.
Then again, I could be wrong.
I know the annual had a Mike Golden cover.
Yeah. I loved inking him.
I still have it somewhere.
What are some of the creators that you've gotten to ink over the years, Mike?
Well, Jerry Bingham was one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Very John.
He lives in Arkansas with me.
He does?
Yes, he's in Arkansas now.
I haven't seen him on Facebook in a long time. I thought he was having some financial troubles, I think, unless it was somebody else.
Yeah. What were some other creators that you really enjoyed besides Jerry inking?
Oh, let's see. Well, I got to ink Gene Colan on DC's Crimson Avenger.
Oh, that's cool. I remember that issue too. That was a secret.
Yeah, that was fun. The inking didn't, the line work or the reproduction, let's just say, wasn't quite as good as some of the other locations I was working on. But
that was kind of
the inking.
Kind of a golden age noir character, wasn't it, with the little mask and hat?
Right. Right.
How would you describe Gene Colan's style? Is the way he visualizes is very cinematic, isn't it?
Yeah, I've heard some people describe his style as painterly.
Really? Okay,
it was loose and fluid.
I would call it exaggerated at sometimes.
Yeah. Well, one of the inkers, or the inker that really inspired me on Gene Colan and in my inking in general, was Tom Palmer.
Yeah.
And again,
marvelous.
Another sad story of Tom Palmer dying. But
now when you ink, do you use brush? Do you use quill? Do you use
when I first started in the industry? Well, I studied under Val Merrick, was a year ahead of me in high school.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just 1 year ahead of me, but he took me under his wing for a couple of years and so forth. But it still took me about 5 years to get into the industry. But he started me off inking with a Winsor Newton Series 7 No. 3 brush, and I started off in the industry that way. And when I got the chance to do the New Mutants, Bob McLeod used a pen, and so I wanted to emulate and simulate his style as much as possible. So I went to a Crow pen tip and Indie Ink.
He's a wonderful man. I got to meet him.
No, would you say the Val? Would you say Val is your biggest influence, or did you have any other influences when you were younger?
Oh yeah, everybody.
I mean,
mostly
cool.
Kirby, of course, started off, and then drawing, penciling wise, Buscema, Adams, Wrightson. I can do any of those guys, but of course not as effectively as they did. But inking wise, there was Joe Sinnott, Tom Palmer, Dick Giordano, Neil Adams, inking Terry Austin. Yeah, they're all big influences.
All heavy hitters.
Yeah, heavy hitters. Yeah.
How'd you come up with Mike? How'd you come up with Bluebird, this character?
I don't think I wrote the story.
Oh.
I don't think.
I know you did the artwork.
Did I drew it? I believe. Yeah. Did I?
Joe Zabel drew it. Wrote it.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. He was good. He did actually more interesting painting than more inking and comic book work. But he was a great artist. Or is a great artist. I haven't talked to him in years though.
Oh wow.
I don't think he does that anymore.
Yeah, it's a nice detective story. I mean, it could have had a really good launch if they went further with it. Yeah, in my opinion.
Mike, here's a big question for you. Why did you go into comics? Because you didn't go into comics to become a millionaire. I know.
He went into to break his own heart.
Yeah, that's how it's turned out. Oh well, I just loved comics from the beginning. I remember maybe the first comic book I ever read was my father, my brother, and I went to Pennsylvania to visit relatives, and at a drugstore there they had a spinner rack, and on that rack was the X-Men versus the Mutants of Evil, or whatever they were called, with the Scarecrow,
Brotherhood of Evil,
Electro, or whatever.
Yes.
The
Magneto and his Brotherhood of Evil Mutant.
Yeah.
Code.
That might be the first one I remember getting.
Now you probably got to go to one of those New York newsstands or something where they're got all kinds of like Lifetime magazines and Action Comics and everything, right? Have you ever been to one of those newsstands that we always see kind of in the 30s and 40s? That's on the street corner.
Yeah, not until probably the 80s, mid 80s.
Yeah, but at least you got to go to one. Now you can't find comics with the FBI.
No kidding.
Yeah, unless it's like Archie at the checkout counter at a grocery. Usually they
don't have that here anymore either.
Oh wow!
Really? Yeah. I know DC is putting out stands like this of some of their more recent reprints in some stores, but that was the wonderment growing up I think for all of us, is that you could find comics. Now, unless you go to a specialty shop, they're kind of hard to find.
Yes. I miss the good old days of drugstores and a lot of other retail outlets having comics.
Love finding, just discovering comics was like a wow moment. And then seeing the first Treasury edition was a wow moment. And then seeing the first little digest, like Action Comics, its last 2 years of publication. No, Adventure Comics, rather, went to little digest form. I almost wish they had went back to regular size, and instead of canceling it at 503 issues. That's stupid to me, Mike. It still gets under my skin that they cancel a long-running title, and especially an anthology, because an anthology could be anything. Put some of your most popular characters in there and it'll sell better.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It was stupid for them to celebrate over 500 issues and then cancel it just because if sales was bad. It's an anthology. It can be anything.
Sure. Come up with some new stuff that people would be excited to read again.
I know. Look, maybe they're dead, maybe they're alive, and they're going to hold this against you. I don't know, but name three artists, three top artists that you really admire.
The top three artists? We're talking pencilers or inkers or both?
You take your pick. Just,
Okay. Top three, other than Kirby, who's going to be king, but that's a given anywhere. It'd be John Buscema, Neil Adams, Bernie Wrightson.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah. The Mount Rushmore.
Wise would be Joe Sinnott, Tom Palmer, Neil Adams.
Do you think we'll ever see their likes again, Mike?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah. Why not? Because they were just so entrenched and so good at it.
Well, they were the innovators. They started the styles that they used. They were the Michelangelos, and so forth, the Picassos.
There's so much life in their work.
And you get a lot of good artwork nowadays, and some interesting artwork, but for some reason it doesn't affect me the way it used to. And in fact, I haven't really read comic books in at least 10 years.
Yeah.
How dare you?
There's a copycat. There's a copycat.
Except for your comics.
Right. There was an artist who did a bit of a copycat style, Tom Grinberg and Samuel Carlbaker. They were very influenced by Neil Adams, but they didn't quite hit the mark. But in a way, it did look more like Neil Adams style, and they're popular in their own right. But
there are a lot of good ones out there. Personally, I bill myself as just a middle of the road talent with a lot of ideas, and there's so many more people. Even now, there's so more artists who are, let's just say, they're better than me, and that's okay.
The thing about it is,
great. I just need to be as great as I can be. That's all.
The thing of it is, Mike, I was a big Avengers fan, and I totally apologize for forgetting your Avengers work that you did some, which I enjoyed. But when I think of Mike Gustovich, I think of your independent stuff, your early independent stuff.
Yeah.
I think you were an innovator in that. You know, you were one of the few that was out there doing it by mail order. You know, there was no internet. There was no even cell phones. There was no technology, like you said, Photoshop around. You were doing it hand cut Zipatone. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I still got the scars from where I cut
still
myself
got
with
the
the
scars.
exact time. You know, but also
Yeah.
just a sort of fun story. Back when I was inking with a Hunt 102 Croco pen tip, you'd have to tip. And so I'd have because of how my studio was set up, I had my little container of India ink over here, and I'd be over like this. And I go to dip my pen again, but I missed the bottle, and I have like 4 or 5 inadvertent tattoos on my left hand here where
stab yourself. Yeah, those things hurt. New book by Mike Gustovich, Bloodletting, coming soon.
Oh yeah, we'll pick it up.
Yes.
What do you got there, Apex? That's a promo poster,
It is a promo. No, Mike, did you draw this?
Did I do what?
Did you
draw that?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It looks like it's a sort of a conglomerate of a number of artists, perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay. Are all those your characters like Pulsar, Night Witch, Empath, Quasar?
No, I think what happened was Power Comics. This was like, I think it was from the Power Comics days. They wanted a group that combined all of their individual characters.
Okay.
It was not a good idea. I mean, it was just poorly thought out.
Yeah.
So when Power Comics went under, they gave me the name Justice Machine. I might have come up with the name. I don't think so, but who knows? So I rewrote the Justice Machine, created my own characters for that book.
I would love to see a Justice Machine omnibus.
I would too.
I just actually today I just got a note from a Facebook note from somebody who wants to do it, but I don't know the character, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
We got to get him back for you.
All I need is to win the lottery.
Okay, buy those characters back. That'd be awesome.
Man.
I think inking's where it really comes to life with anybody's pencils, whether they're loose or, I mean, like you said, a bad inker, of course, it goes without saying, a bad inker can kill a thing. Right. I look at some inkers, they can overshadow, like John Buscema, very strong artist, right?
Yeah.
But you get Ernie Chan and you see John Buscema with Ernie Chan.
Right.
Is it the inker's job to become invisible and just enhance, or should they overshadow the artist?
I don't think they should overshadow the artist. The inker that on a lot of John Buscema's Conan and stuff. What was his name again?
Ernie Chan.
No, he did a lot of very fine line work. I loved his work. He didn't do justice to a lot of John Buscema's Conan faces, but overall, it was incredible line work in the black and white magazines.
Yeah.
But
I would say he's an incredible artist that can draw and ink on his own.
Oh yeah,
but,
of course.
I thought, let's go the opposite. Vince Coletta. Now he was under in a lot of his defense, a lot of people said he was under a deadline, blah, blah, blah. Not for every issue. Come on, folks. Whatever. I always thought his line work on Thor for Kirby was weak compared to some other.
His line work on Kirby's Thor was probably one of the few books, or maybe the only book that I really enjoyed.
I'm not saying it was bad work, but it, for Kirby, like in Fantastic Four #1, issue 5, first appearance of Dr. Doom, had Joe Sennett, which I think was probably his best early inker, unless you count the one and only time that Steve Ditko inked his work. Now, early in the later with the monster stuff in Atlas, he inked Kirby a lot, but when it started with the superhero line, he got busy with Spider-Man and other things, Doctor Strange, and didn't ink Kirby hardly at all. But now he inked the first appearance of the Watcher in issue 13 and the cover to 14. But that's the only time he really inked Kirby on the Fantastic Four. I wish they would have had him on every issue, because I think Ditko did enhance and add something to Kirby's work.
I think Senate was his best inker ever.
A lot of people say that, and it's interesting that he did that one issue 5, and then years later in Fantastic Four, like 43, 42, somewhere around there, he started inking Kirby on a regular basis. And
right.
Since you mailed in your work in the old days, right?
Right.
He didn't get to meet Joe Sennett for 11 years.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh.
That's incredible. Even though now Kirby was either living in the city or pretty close by. I don't know where Sennett was living.
I want to do a circle back to Bill Reinhold. Tell us about that artist that you got to work with.
Well, the first time I think I did anything with him or even knew of him or met him was when we had him do some work on the Justice Machine.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very good. He's very stylized. I think a lot of Gil Kane influence there. He was easy to ink, fun to ink.
Yeah. Is he still living? I think he's
still
around, right?
Yeah, he is married to Linda Lessman in Chicago, I think, both of them.
Okay.
I think he still does work in comics.
Now you can kind of work anywhere, but back then you really had to kind of go to the metropolitan areas like New York, didn't you, to get work?
Well, a lot of people, even though I'm not sure about the Filipino inkers back then, how they did that. I think probably take too long to mill it out to the Philippines.
Yeah.
And you can get it back in. So I would imagine they lived in the States somewhere, and probably back then it was probably easier, better to live near, if not in, New York City.
Did Tom Palmer ever ink anything that you can remember that you drew?
Yes, I wasn't too happy about it though. I drew an Avengers story, and he ended up inking it, and it wasn't bad inking. But when you think of Tom Palmer inks, you think of wow, and he just basically gave me what I penciled. I was really hoping for somebody who would improve my work, give me more line work, but it was basically just what I put down. But someone said he might have just been under deadline pressure or something. Who knows?
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, I kind of keep that in the back of my mind when looking at sequential artwork is what kind of deadline were they under? Is this their best work that they could have turned in, or were they just trying to meet the deadline? Now, sometimes it's very easy to find that, the deadline thing.
I just remember the name of that inker on John Buscema's Conan I like so much. The black and white was now laugh me again. Oh well, Alfredo Alcala.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's why you couldn't remember.
Yeah. and here the some color dropped out. I think red dropped out. Who knows? Up in here.
I noticed you lettered this. So when did you start lettering? Almost immediately?
Yeah, on the Justice Machine stuff. Yeah, I did. Not for Power Comics, but when I started my the Noble Comics company, I did. I still love to letter my own stories. Right.
That's kind of a separate discipline, isn't it? But then when you look at an artist like Walt Simonson, where he incorporates some of the great sound effects and lettering into his work, it really comes with the territory, doesn't it, for an artist?
Yeah, but also with the lettering, I'm in more in charge of the placement, the compositions, the way it adds to the storytelling.
Now, when you look at your old stuff like this, are you proud of it, or do you go, "Oh gosh, that's horrid"?
For the most part, I cringe.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I want to go back and find some of these. Oh man, love this.
It's really good. Yeah.
I know.
I need to fill out my collection.
I'm lucky to get these. There's like few thousand of these copies left.
Oh wow!
I wish I could bend like Challenger's bending there. I'm not that.
Here's another cut and paste.
Now, is that the
All right.
Twin Towers, or is that just?
Yeah, that's
Is that?
the Twin Towers. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mhm. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
That's something.
Well, we
burst
know
of
what happened to
interdimensional
them,
energy.
so that kind
Yeah.
of dates it, doesn't it?
It was a
Yeah.
burst of interdimensional energy that took it out. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
it
back
did.
when I didn't know how to draw or ink hair.
Oh, and you have cigar smoking there in a no smoking zone.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
that?
No,
That's
none
a
of my
big-
heroes would ever smoke. Only the bad
True.
guys
Only the bad
True.
guys. Okay.
or the obnoxious
Oh.
guys.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Now, is this a photo insert here on the
Yeah.
top panel?
Yeah. Same there, and on the left-hand side and the right-hand side.
Well, this is interesting. You got early photo collage in here.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I wouldn't
And-
do that much nowadays, but
What was that like? A time saver? I know Jack Kirby did that in Fantastic Four a lot.
yeah, I was influenced by Kirby in doing this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. It was
And
kind
Neil Adams did it a little bit too.
Did they pay you? Did they pay you a good page rate for this independent stuff?
No, I was those are my characters in my company.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So basically, I didn't pay myself anything, and I got away with it too.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Well, you don't have to declare it on your taxes.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
Oh.
Yes. They've been
Yeah, I
captured
mean
by
this. You know the thing that gets me, Mike, when you read mainstream stuff, you kind of know what to expect with the characters. But I love the indie stuff, and you're like, ooh, who's this Challenger? Who's this Titan? You know, who's these
Uh-huh.
characters I've never seen before? And it's kind of, you know, really inspirational to me, you know, over some of the, because you kind of know what you're going to get with Peter Parker, Spider-Man. There's so much out there, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
but these early independents like that, you never really knew till you picked it up and read it.
Yeah, those are very
Yeah.
the good old days of I don't know, excitement in
They
comics.
are.
Mhm.
Yeah, there was
Oh, they're
innovation, surprises, and real surprises.
I love these vertical panels. It's really
Ah.
accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. Now nothing that's produced nowadays, for the most part, don't really inspire me or excite me. So
Me too.
So this was kind of like a upshot photo
yes,
of the
another one. Yeah.
Statue of Liberty. Yeah.
That's
Wonder
great.
how many are in that book. I did.
Oh, quite a few.
Well, I mean, again, you know, it's in color, it's magazine, it's, you know, I think Marvel wasn't doing that many magazines at this point, you know, compared to the early 70s.
Right. Yeah, I was working with a brush back then.
And I remember Image came out with a comic book that was Golden Age size, and it really stood out on the stands.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. Turn inside
okay.
back cover. Let's see that again. You've got an early one there that I saw on eBay. Prester John.
Prester John.
Hey, John.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ended up doing the cover, but originally I had Val Merrick draw the cover and ink it. But I was at a convention, I had it right next to me, and somebody stole it. So
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
beautiful
wow.
cover.
No.
So I ended up having to do it myself. I also did the colors, color separation on that one.
Wow.
Hmm.
Good job.
And you actually sold some of the original art here, right? If people wanted it, looks like an original art.
I don't think we really got any sales via this.
Right.
Oh,
It's too bad I don't even have any original artwork from those days.
oh no.
Well, you hate it anyway, Mike. Well, you
That's
don't
right.
hate it.
Uh,
Yeah,
I pay
you
people
probably.
to steal my artwork.
I think a lot of artists do that. They look back on their stepping stones to how they got to where they are at now, and they go, "Oh, that's terrible," but that was a stage you were at. It's kind of a snapshot of that time that creative time you were in, right?
Yes, right. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's just you. That's where I was, or where any artist is at the time.
Uh-huh. And who would you say probably gave you the best advice in your early career on things, or was very helpful to you?
Probably Val Merrick. He
Mhm.
talked me through and showed me a lot of problems with my inking.
Yeah, and
No,
if you know
did you do
Valmeri, you still have his phone number. Tell him to come on. I've actually contacted him and said I'd love to have you on. I'd love to talk to him.
He's a Facebook friend of mine, but I emailed him about a year ago. I haven't heard back. Not emailed, but messaged him about a year ago.
I know he's still doing, drawings and selling them and stuff. I think my friends bought a few off eBay or something. I don't know directly from him, but I know he's still doing things. He's got a man thing that Elsie showed on the show the other day, done by Val Merrick, and he was one of the first creators I ever saw, and he was an artist on the Living Mummy.
Yeah,
sort of an obscure model.
Yeah, I love that old black and white stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you have a run on New Mutants?
I inked, I think, number 3, 4, no, 2, 3, and 4. And I think that I did the cover for one of those issues, maybe 5.
Is that because
Bob I didn't know.
Was that because Bob McLeod was so busy that he couldn't ink his own pencils?
I just didn't think he was. From what I remember, he wasn't fast enough to maintain a monthly schedule. So they had to have me or somebody else ink it.
Because when I think of Bob McLeod, I think primarily he's an inker. But now I thought that about Bob Layton until he did his Hercules series, and now you see him drawing stuff still today all the time. So you can be an artist / inker, but there's some like Rubenstein, Palmer, Austin, that I think of just primarily inkers, even though
I see
Austin did like Indiana Jones and other things like that.
Absolutely.
To me, though, the inking is where you either kill it or you keep the momentum and the energy going, right? Because an inker can kill the energy.
Yes. An inker can flesh it out, or he can flatten the pencils, too.
There's some Reinhold pencils right here, and Reinhold with inks. Yeah, Bill Reinhold.
Yeah, Bill Reinhold. I think that's my inks, I think. Okay. Maybe not. Who knows?
I admire those. No, something else. There's Reinhold and Gustovich right here.
Yeah, that Gustovich.
There's the signage right there.
Yes. I think Mike, you had mentioned one artist that you liked to ink. How about a couple more that you really enjoyed inking?
Oh boy. Geez, none come to mind right now.
Because you got to ink you on that one cover. You got to ink John Byrne.
Yeah, he was easy. Yeah.
He's more rounded. He's more organic, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of big round shoulders.
Yeah.
John Byrne.
You can always tell John Buscema face.
Well, John Byrne at this time had to sell some of this issue because, John Byrne was hot at this time.
I think he only charged me $75 or something like that to draw the cover.
That's something. What a deal.
Well, you remember the little Avengers heads up in the Ditko box?
Yes.
He drew? I used to own that. And I only paid $60 for it back in 1985 for the page, but unfortunately, it's ash now.
Yeah,
but it's only stuff. The coloring's really great on these, even though it's on newsprint, isn't it?
Yes, it turned out pretty good. Yeah.
And who was your colorist that you worked with? By and large, were you happy with the final book when it was printed?
I was then, yeah.
Yeah, Apex. Can we see the credits down? Can you bring the book up?
Here it is. Got Mike
Charlie Wallace did the penciling, and I
Charlie
did
Wallace. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Bob Berry.
Bob Berry.
And Bob Berry did the coloring. Yeah.
It might be his camera, but his heads look too big for his bodies. It might be the camera.
Yeah. He was just a young kid, like 17.
Yeah.
Something like that at the time.
Just breaking in. Yeah.
I haven't seen anything of his since the Justice Machine, though, so I don't know what happened to him.
Now, did you create the Guardians?
I'm sorry?
Did you create the Guardian?
Did you create the Guardian?
Yes, all those characters I created.
Nice.
Which did you have more fun with, creating heroes or villains, or was it all the same to you?
It's all the same. And in terms of drawing, writing, I think maybe the villains are more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's always the interaction between the heroes and the villains that makes the story. So,
Mike, what's name a few films that you've seen that's maybe made an impact on your life, that you've really enjoyed watching?
Of course, there's always the original Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
A lot of the Hitchcock stuff had great lighting and angles.
Oh yeah.
North by Northwest and
right.
Vertigo.
Yeah, a lot of the old horror movies.
There's still an actress alive from Wizard of Oz, 1939. Dorothy Stand-In, that stood in for the Dorothy character when she opens the door and it becomes from black and white to color. She's still alive. She's 106 years old.
Oh,
wow. That's amazing.
It is amazing.
And none of those dwarves are still alive? Don't those dwarves live long lives?
Yeah, the Munchkins. Yeah.
Munchkins? No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, she wasn't
dwarves,
quite a
Munchkins.
munchkin, but I guess that's why she's still living. She was a young girl then, but I mean, still 106 years old.
God bless
That's
her.
incredible, yeah.
Oh, you got a Robert Crumb ad there in heavy metal. Wow.
Yeah, look at that, huh? Gotta go for Crumb.
Oh.
Michael T. Gilbert said he collected a lot of underground comics. Did you ever collect any underground comics? Because I kind of look at them as early.
I was aware of them. I've read a few, but I never collected them.
Right.
Yeah, I was really, when you think of the undergrounds, they're probably the largest group of indie stuff that was coming out at that time.
Yes, I think you're right.
Fabulous Freak Brothers.
Freak Brothers and R. Crumb stuff.
Yeah.
Now they even have a price guide for some of those books, that came out.
Just for those books, huh?
And a lot of those were hand folded and hand stapled. Old school.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I published the Lands of Prester John book, I and several friends of mine correlated, stapled, and trimmed the books ourselves.
Nice.
Actually, I did the print work, not the print work per se, but the camera work for the Lands of Prester John at a local print shop.
And did you answer my question about why comics?
Oh, why comics? They just had a lot of imaginative doors, that just open up everything for me. Just like most people, I imagine, you tend to identify with the heroes, and you can do anything.
I know comics made me a reader, and one of the most rewarding things that was told to me by anybody is, Rex, your comic book was the very first one I've read. Has anybody ever told you that, Mike?
Yeah, actually a couple people, not a lot, but just a few. Sure.
Yeah. That's kind of rewarding, isn't it, to know that you made an impact and maybe a collector?
It is. And I still come across a fair number of people on Facebook who remembered my work and thought it was, like inspiring to them.
Mm-hmm. In the long run, do you think you'll be remembered in comics?
Well, this is what I tend to say and actually think. But I'm 71, almost 72 now. In 25 years, my name will be not known by almost anybody in comics, I would say. 50 years, totally forgotten. In 100 years, nobody who is alive now will have ever met me. So in 200 years, when civilization crumbles, my name won't mean anything.
Well, when you think about the people that are remembered in history, usually it's the bad guys like Genghis Khan, Caesar, or, Hitler, Napoleon.
So maybe
most
I should
of
take
us
a
are
different
not going to
career
be.
approach.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I should become a bad guy. I can do that.
An evil bad guy.
Oh, boy.
With a name like Gustovich, you know it has to be good. What is the derivative of your name, your heritage for Gustovich?
It's Serbian.
Serbian. Okay.
Yeah. My grandfather came over from Serbia. He had, I think, 6 kids. Yeah, 6 kids. My dad being one of them.
It seems like you had a wide range of characters that you came up with.
Well, yeah, but again, when you get somebody like Kirby inspiring you, and Adams and Buscemi, you almost have to just to honor their names, come up with a lot of good characters.
Oh yeah, look at that Kirby-esque machinery there.
Yeah, that's Bill Reinhold, I think.
Oh, Bill Reinhold, definitely.
You got to know that. You got to love that Kirby crackle.
Yeah.
You know, they really missed it, Mike, when they didn't come out with a cereal called Kirby Crackle.
Oh, that would be millions.
Kirby Crackle and Crunch.
Get to patenting that.
Take my money.
Well, guys, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to wrap this up for now.
Okay.
But I'm always open for another interview or get together, whatever you want to do.
You bet. Thanks, Mike, for coming on.
Pleasure talking to you.
All right. Talk to you later.
Apex, you got any final question for Mike?
Let's see.
Oh.
Do you offer commissions? Do you do commissions?
Oh, sure. I still take commissions. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm reasonably priced.
Oh, good.
Hex, how about you? You got a parting question for Mike?
Oh, yeah. Can we meet your birds?
Oh, yeah. They're right behind me here. This is Arrow. Okay. She lost her sister a few weeks ago. And she was very dismayed. She kept looking into the cage, thinking, where's my buddy? And we decided, well, we got another bird. We got called a starfinch. His breed is from Australia, so we decided to call him Dundee, as in Crocodile Dundee. So he keeps trying to get her attention, and she's starting to come around.
He's got to pull out a knife.
Yeah,
that's right. Attention that way.
Well, Mike, I hope you do get the house. You've made a bid on a new house, and I hope moving goes well with you. And thank your lovely wife for your time today, because I'm very cognizant that it's not just taking time out of your life, but time out of hers, that you could be with your significant other. So thank her for us, will you?
Yeah,
and thanks for coming on with us.
We're going to do something again.
You bet.
Definitely.
Thank you, Mike.
If you're interested, or if anybody's interested, that's listening, I do still take commissions, and just contact me on Facebook.
Oh, good.
I'll even be your friend.
Wow. Yeah, I know. Thank you.
For a small fee. Alrighty, guys. We'll talk to you later then.
All right, Michael.
Michael. See you next time.
All right, Mike.
Bye. I'm calling him Michael like I know him.
Yeah, he's our buddy.
Hey, Michael.
Mike Gustovich. That's fun, man.
Wow. Yeah. Thanks, Rex.
Thank you, Rex.
Hey, no problem. I do want to say we do have our individual comic books, all of us on Fund My Comic. How about that? You've got Nephilim Squadron, the graphic novel here, over on Fund My Comic, Hex Allen's project. So what are we going to do? We're going to the trailer. The Nephilim Squadron.
Woo-hoo. Chop it up, baby.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sci-fi fans, where's the sound?
Oh, no. Are you using the Chrome browser? Oh, yes, he is. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, no. Must be, through the present settings, maybe he didn't turn on the sound.
Yeah. No
okay. I missed the opportunity to just narrate the whole thing myself. But yeah, Nephilim Squadron is.
Hey,
Yeah.
And Apex, if you have your campaign, if you'll drop the link to it
I'll
in
drop
the
link here. Yeah.
private chat,
Yeah.
I will.
Thank you. Yeah.
And then, of course, there's my own campaign. Here we go. Over on Fund My Comic. Devil Flyer, we've added a new sketch card recently to the campaign. I've made up a few more sketch cards. I added one here, the Slaver character, drawn by Doc Blaylock.
Nice.
Let's see, I just got to get down here to his name. We've got so many artists with this project. There it is, right there, the new Slaver trading card that'll be in the trading card set.
Wow, that's Doc Blaylock.
That's Doc Blaylock's Slaver. He wanted to draw the character, so he did that pro bono back in 2023, and I did the logo here, and along with Omer Glitz showing me how to do it, and that'll be a card on the trading card set. Our next stretch goal will be add 4 pages to the book. The charter member card pictured right here will be is being printed up if it's not already printed, and then after we get that, I'm going to have her do some official Momentum Comics sketch cards. I still haven't gotten a file to replace this picture of Apex's Sea Demon, the final version that's inked and colored by me, but it'll be going up soon. And not only will you get 4 new pages with the next stretch goal, which is 4,500 actually. Let's see, is that 45? No, that's 5,000. It's locked. It is 5,000. So, but we're going for the Bog 6 a.m. sticker. Looking forward to doing that, perhaps. Let me go over here to private chat and we'll bring up Fembat.
Definitely.
Brent's campaign, and we will chop that thing up too.
Yeah,
we'll
swing that Fembat.
It is the grooviest trailer out there, folks. Your 18-second pitch. Go, Apex, go.
Yes, Fembat Volume 1 on Fund My Comic. Olivia Del Rey gets bit by a vampire at her go-go club. The next day, she gains vampire superpowers with some disadvantages added in. She spends 50 years trying to find the person who bit her, wants to kill that vampire to regain her humanity. So Fembat, so she meets a scientist, Professor Nigel Emery, who develops the Fembat
18 seconds are up, but go ahead.
Yeah. He develops the Fembat battle armor to enable her to fight vampires, demons, werewolves, anything that goes bump in the night. Fembat Volume 1, 56 pulse-pounding black and white pages with full of horror, intrigue, humor, and some good drama.
There's the Power Comics wraparound cover there that you can Power Comics inspired, I should say.
Inspired.
You got a Dan Lawless cover here, and you're pretty close to $2,000. Even got a sketch cover. Let's chop that trailer up.
There we go. The sound.
Kind of low, isn't it? I need to beef it up. Crotch shot.
Fembat. Come on, baby, like my Fembat. Armor gloves of darkness. Come on, baby. Come up.
I noticed that rhubarb in the background.
Yes, rhubarb. That's a central character also in Enforcer Inc. Rhubarb. Yes, there's some history related to that little crossing of comic.
He likes to use the crotch shot, Hex.
Yeah.
It works.
Count the crotch shots. Take a shot.
Shot at the crotch shot.
A shot for every crotch shot.
Yes. Yes, a marvelous.
There we go. Only on Fund My Comic.
Yes,
Only
I'll be adding some things to the campaign. coming up this coming week. There's some new items. I'm going to do away with the Fiesta tier and come up with another bundle tier, the FemBet Ultra tier.
But now people can still get the Fiesta tier. Tell us about that. What is the Fiesta tier? Is that everything on the campaign?
It's pretty much everything, including some original sketches and some prints. And of course, all 4 covers. My wraparound cover, which featured a new villain, Persephone, which she'll be in issue number 2. She's the one with the skull brassiere and the back cover of that wraparound. That's the first appearance of Persephone. Watch
out for those skeleton teeth.
Yeah. The Moonlight variant cover, the Dan Lawless cover, my wraparound cover, and the blank sketch cover. All 4 will be in there. Plus, Enforcer Inc. Versus Devastator. Ashcan will be there, a surprise Ashcan as well. And a big 11x17 poster by Venerella artist
Anthony
Sika. Yeah.
Yes.
All that for $125. What a bargain.
Oh, what a country.
Well, congratulations on almost reaching 2,000 with that. I think you will reach 2,000 by the end of the campaign.
Plus an added $200 to get the Dan Laws card. So our goal is $2,200. That's like $300 away. So somebody can easily buy a FemBet Fiesta tier, plus maybe a couple of books, maybe some original art for $100 each. That comes with a complimentary copy of the wraparound cover. You want some original art. I mean, that is a steal, folks.
That is
a steal. So
snatch it up while you can. Everyone has already a free giant FemBat bookmark on the stretch goes. The next one is free FemBat trading card art by Dan Lawless, which is also mirrored in his Dan Lawless cover. And so when you do away with the Fiesta tier, when is that going to be, you think?
The new Ultra tier will include t-shirts, by the way. It'll be a higher price, but it's worth it. You get everything plus the t-shirts for like $225. And I'm going to put that on this week. Omer sent me the graphics. I just got to put it in. I'm going to have to use another computer since I can't get Windows on my laptop. I got to get that fixed. Well, I have to use my mom's old computer. He's emailing those. That'll be easy to access on her computer so I can touch it up. Put some new campaign images on my campaign and have that ready. Be ready this week. So I would say maybe Monday or Tuesday. So it's something fresh for the campaign so people can check out and purchase.
I think you know, it's a slow, it can be a slow climb, you know.
It has been.
On some of these campaigns, you know, definitely. I think, you know, this, if not next year, I think we're already seeing some easement. You know, we definitely haven't got the pressure of the government on our neck every day like we have had.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to start seeing an easing in prices on some things. And I know there's a lot of scare tactics with the tariffs, but he's negotiating the best deals that we probably had with some of these countries in a while. Right. And they took in like billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Over 500 billion
in this quarter. So I think it's overall the strategy's going to work, you know, because America's the biggest player and if we can't flex, you know, a little bit of muscle to get the best deal we can, I don't know who can. You know, we kind of had some of these smaller countries taking advantage of America, and I think that's what he's kind of opposing right now. So I'm glad to see that.
Time to collect.
We've been paying tariffs like for years and getting ripped off for decades. And by the time America comes back on top, baby. Inspiring, very inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Weehoo. Things will be eased off.
Inspired.
Plus, there's a lot of people coming up with campaigns almost every day. It's hard to choose. You got to itemize how much you have to buy all these books. And I've got a freaking long box of these Comicscape books. So it's amazing.
Yeah, I
A lot
know.
of them. Yeah.
Well, you keep those questions for Mike handy. We'll probably have him on again, and we can ask him some of the stuff you didn't get to.
Yeah, I've got a few. I mean,
Yeah.
he's answered most of those anyway.
Well, I knew you guys would, because you know that early independent stuff, or I know you do, Apex. I don't know about what Hex knows about Mike, but
yeah, I mean, I know, but I just haven't collected everything.
Yeah.
That,
well, I mean, I don't have, due to my fire, I don't have, all those Justice Machine and Elementals and crossovers and stuff that I used to have. But that's definitely stuff, that early independent stuff is my jam. I love the independent stuff more than I do the mainstream in a lot of cases.
Me too.
Elsie was showing some early grip stuff last night on my draw stream, and I love seeing that early obscure indie stuff because it's all brand new. Like I said, when it comes to mainstream, you kind of know the characters. They've been told in so many different stories. It might be, I mean, when you're a young kid, sure, I first had to get a Spider-Man. I first had to get a Hulk, and it was new to me then, but it became, kind of formulaic over the while, but with indie creators, it's like you really, especially like the group books, you didn't know what you were going to get. I would say Justice Machine by Mike was well thought out. Let's put it that
way. Big time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different dimensions. I mean, they come from another dimension and into the Earth 3D dimension from their dimension. And it's much more advanced technology on their side, on their dimension.
Just a few years ago, would either of you guys thought that we would have been hobnobbing it with some professional?
Not at all.
Not really. No.
I never thought that Mike Barron would call me on the phone.
All right.
Oh, he did. Wow, he's not even done that to me. Wow, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Oh, he gave us numbers.
Cool. A couple of years ago. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, I couldn't get a hold of who's his Nexus? Oh, Steve Rude.
Steve Rude. Yeah.
We couldn't get a hold of him. He says, "Well, I can call him. You want me to call him?" I'm like, "Sure. It'll save the show." And we got him on for a second time since Apex was gone. You went on a trip with your mother that time, didn't you?
I think I did. Yeah, I think we went to Florida or somewhere.
Yeah. He was like, "Could you host Steve a second time?" Sure. Sure. Break my arm. He was very gracious to come on. We even had we had Mike Barron, Steve Rude, and even Dan Lawless came in on there and met Steve.
I missed that.
I was watching that. I think I was watching it. Yeah,
I missed that.
Yeah, I think you did come in, even though you were on vacation and you were posting little videos about your comics and your plans and stuff while you were out and about walking. And I remember watching that. And the only reason this channel is here is because Apex challenged me to start putting up content on my channel. So I appreciate
that. I think you went a little overboard with the.
Well, everybody says that,
2 videos this week. I'll do it every day, and then I'll let 2,000 videos or
the last.
You got some incredible stamina.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a different mindset to do a daily thing, and then, just a couple of weeks ago, I was kind of taking a break from interviews, and now I'm back into them, having creators like Mike and Michael T. Gilbert, and had Dan Lawless. He came in from the chat, but had him on not too long ago, and other creators that's come on. Chris Fisk, he's in fulfillment now with his book. So I've been doing a lot of interviews. We had Rick Piper on talking about his 3 comics that he's got on there, Canadian Shield, with catch-up books that he's done in the past.
Yeah, number 3.
Remastered version of number 1 and
Mhm.
issue 2. So he's up on Fun My Comic right now. Check out Rick Piper, the Canadian Shield. And then, of course, John Dillard, he's got the Canadian Shield fighting the Buckler on his all-complete sort of campaign.
wow.
So go check that out on Fun My Comic. There's a lot of stuff on Fun My Comic, you know. How's Nephilim Squadron coming along, Hex?
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm going to drop a massive update dump later tonight. So you'll see quite a few pages that no one's seen before. Flatted color pages. So.
And what are you working on, Apex?
Well, let's see. I'm still continuing to work on Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator. I may have a few more pages left, and then I'm going to color the entire thing by hand.
Okay, and what's that for? Next campaign or this campaign?
No, it's actually for the Fembat Volume 1 campaign.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Ashcan book that's in the campaign.
Is this a retelling of one of your old stories? Or is this brand
new? It's a brand new story. It's Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator. That takes place in around 1987.
Okay, that's the one thing that I like about Fembat is that
80s.
She's been around since the late 60s, 1968, I believe.
Right.
And so you can tell stories from the late 60s or 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up to present with this character. And in one book, you could have like three different eras, you know, and 3 different stories or 4 different eras and 4 different stories. I think that's cool. Yeah, and show the development of the character and her quest, you know, to find this vampire that changed her. You know, I think that's cool.
There's plenty of stories to tell.
I think that's been done in crowdfunding, like you know, with Johnny, what's his name? That
Johnny Phantasm.
Johnny Phantasm. Yeah, he was kind of had the little different eras with that character and.
Yeah,
but I always think that's cool. That's kind of what I'm doing with Midnight. I've got an old lady Midnight, kind of like Old Man Logan or old, you know, an old lady Midnight. So there's, you know, stories I could tell quicker, I think, and faster, and different stories with 2 different timelines with the same character. You know, like I say, you can tell different stories in their different timelines of these characters. You know, you can start where you want to. And I think that's fascinating. You know, that gives you as a writing a lot of liberality, you know, and a lot of you can do a lot of creative things that way. And I like that Fembat has this long history.
It does. Yeah.
And we don't, and I mean, it's baked in from the very beginning. So you can tell all kinds of stories and do all kinds of style of stories like 70s or, you know, of course, the late 60s are going to be different than the 70s. 70s are going to be different than the 80s, the hairstyles and everything, the cars and things. So it's pretty neat that you can do that with that character from the get-go.
Absolutely.
What's your kind of timeline, Hex, on your Nephilim Squadron? What are we looking at? We're looking at 2027 for the next book,
or for sooner. For the next book, maybe 2027.
Yeah,
but I'm getting this one out this year, and then take my time on the next one.
Okay, so you're getting out the colored version of number 1 here?
Yeah. The volume 1, with the
so is that going to be a campaign you're going to be launching? Because this campaign up right now is for the sort of 1 chapter book, right?
No, that one's already closed. That the volume 1. Yeah, I'm working on the color for that still, and
yeah. Well, I know you
getting that out to the backers.
I think you gave me a copy with my order of.
Oh yeah. That's kind of that's like a preview of the what's to come. They're all previews.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just the first issue. Yeah, the first issue. Yeah.
Well, I know people are interested to see where you go with it. You know,
Really? People are?
I think so. I think you got some fans out there. Your artwork that you've been turning in and showing us are bangers of late. Really.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that 2-page
I
spread.
just don't like to show it a lot because it's I'm not selling it
Spoilers.
anymore. I'm not
Yeah.
spoilers, and I'm not selling it anymore. And if you want to see those pages, they'll be on my massive update
Now
later
you do
tonight
conventions out there in
on
California
Indiegogo.
occasionally, don't you?
No, well, I go to. I haven't exhibited. I just go there.
You haven't
as
set
a
up.
visitor,
Okay. Mhm.
right? Yeah, not yet.
Well, I
I
know
don't
there's
have enough
probably some
volume of
smaller
work.
venues, some smaller conventions out there too, right?
Yeah. I just discovered a couple of them, and but they've already passed, and I'll inquire for
California's
next
probably
year.
got one every month, don't they? Because I know some states, some
They,
comic people,
they
they've
used
got
to.
smaller ones.
I
Yeah, the
know that
pandemic.
when I was in my teens and 20s, I know there was the Shrine Auditorium. There was a comic convention every month,
Uh-huh.
and it was
Hey,
pretty
Mark.
big. I mean, for like a monthly convention. I don't know if they do it anymore though, because I just don't get out much anymore. I'm trying to get
Well,
out to museums. I got to get out to the Reagan Library to see the Dead Sea Scrolls.
oh
I
wow,
bought tickets for that. I
I would
just
go
have to
see that
get out
too.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get out
Well, I
there
know
before
you
it
like to go to
closes.
the art galleries, and I really respect that because if I had museums around here, I'd love to go see some masterpieces, of art.
Yeah, there's a lot of great places. I mean, they say LA doesn't have any culture, but it collects everybody else's culture. That's what it is. All the other cultures from the world are here.
Well, I'll try and get out an update on my own campaign here pretty soon. I know the first time I tried it, my internet went out, and I just
Oh,
figured out I and Omer had figured out on Fund My Comic how to do that, and then I said, okay, I'm going to sit down here and write it, and my power went off for a while. So I don't know what happened there, and I never got back to it. But I'll be sending out an update. Things are starting to get printed up. First, everybody's charter member card will be printed up, and then we're going to do some, much like Alternative's first card here. I don't know if this is their first, but maybe the one they have now, sketch card. So I'll get a bunch of these, and I'll actually start drawing on these instead of other things, and put up some of the sketch cards after I get them made done. After I get them printed up and start drawing, I'll put some up on the campaign as quickly as possible. The campaign's still going on if you wanted to back Devil Flyer, but we are starting to print up. I've got to get with Chad over the acrylic standee, got to get it with Dark Gift over the tapestry. We're working on I've just commissioned Ryan James to do something with the 10-year anniversary of Bog for the art book. So that'll be cool. And that'll probably be included also on the digital tier. The digital tier will have additional material in it. Because on digital, you can go as many pages as you want, right? Put an additional material in there. And there will be jam-packed behind the scenes type stuff. A lot of that'll be in the art book hardcover. The decapitation that ever happened in the Devil Flyer story, the double decapitation, by the way. I had that page actually scanned recently. And she hasn't sent me the files, so I've put nothing. New artwork coming up. I've got some artwork that I just have to send Tank Ferret some shipping money, and he's going to be shipping me some original artwork that you can buy on the campaign here pretty soon. As soon as I can get it up there, scanned and put up there. We'll have more Tank Ferret offer. We'll have a Ryan James piece that'll be up for sale. His little
yes, he does the octopus
sweet
stuff,
baby.
right?
Octopus, yeah, he's Octagon Comics. He's working on
the octopus stuff.
he's working on Octagon 2 and been posting stuff like that on X. So I haven't read Octagon 1, but I backed the big tier with all the and even draw me a sketch of one of his characters there. So that was one that I went all in on, it wasn't that big. It wasn't like the Fiesta, tier.
Yeah.
Or Charlie's London's Kit and Caboodle.
Caboodle tier.
Yeah.
We'll back it.
Yeah. Now
What
there is a big bundle.
What is Marv saying that he lost more than 50 digital comics? I prefer digital. Did you lose all your digital comics in a fire or something?
Oh,
well, I had a lot of movies. I had a lot of movies like the Donner collection of Superman and other things up in the cloud, and somehow, I don't know, lost through Voodoo, I think it is, through Walmart. And I had a bunch of movies stored there, and they're gone, or they're out there in the ether somewhere. I don't know how to get them back. God. So
tragic. Yeah,
that's all right.
Walmart stopped doing stream.
Those digitals came with the actual physical that I got. So, I still have the physical, and I do believe in physical, but now they're making less and less physical copies, DVDs, Blu-ray, stuff like that. So
grab it while you can, folks. Grab it.
Grab all your favorites.
Grab them while you can, and some of that stuff are so limited they become collectible over time.
Yeah, they have.
I'm just found out I'm going to have to get a 3D TV if I want to see. I have a 3D player Blu-ray, but it needs to have a smart TV that does 3D, and I don't even think they make those anymore. So I need to get one of those because I want to see one movie, and that's Wizard of Oz, which was mentioned by Mike Gustovich. Wizard of Oz in 3D.
Oh yeah, man!
I bought that for $9.99 at Walmart years ago, and I was like,
"Are these like a glasses version or like special technology with no glasses?" Or what?
I don't know. I haven't even opened it up to see if it comes with a little pair of glasses. I don't know.
How about that?
But yeah, I didn't. I thought that was pretty wild that they made a 3D version of Wizard of Oz.
Well, I plan on coming with a 3D version of Fembat through AI.
Poke your eyes out.
Poke your eyes out of those boobs.
If you guys haven't seen the AI trailer of Rick Piper's Canadian Shield, it even really extrapolated the song that is in the trailer.
Yeah,
pretty impressive actually.
I just feel
for these animators. Really I just feel for these animators like Pedro that, do it. Yeah, I mean it is a lot of work when a lot of people are cheating and using AI, but I think for trailers that's pretty good use for AI actually.
Yeah, it is
a time saver.
Yeah,
I suppose. Yeah, well, I think it looks like crap. I mean, I haven't seen his trailer, but generally the AI.
Oh, well,
animation,
let's take a moment just to look at his trailer. Then, how about that?
Let's do it. All right.
Hicks Allen hasn't seen it, so.
I lost my digital comics in a flood.
Where are they? Where are my bits?
Uh-oh. Are you sharing the screen? I'm not seeing
Not yet. Do you guys think that while we're waiting, and I should say RJ Williams that's got call sign Ryan over there, he's only $5 away from $700 on his campaign. He's having a new baby in the next few days. So congratulations to him.
Congrats.
Do you guys think that Cash Grab 2 will hit six figures?
I think it will.
85,000 right now, almost 86.
I think it will maybe in the next 2 or 3 months. That's
I hope so. I think rising tide lifts all ships, as they say.
I think so, yeah, definitely. Plus Cecil's working on fixing his old car. His transmission is out. So there's been a GoFundMe for that one. He's already raised some money.
Oh, my car could use some work. I should set up a GoFundMe.
Yeah, you should.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
Go check out Canadian Shield 3. In this adventure, the Canadian Shield takes on the unrepentant Larson Winters, who will do anything to prevent his mistake from catching up with him. 400 Canadian. Rick is up there in Canada, a Canadian creator. 9 backers, 41 days to go. Closes September 13th. Let's chop this up, and don't look at the cat that has 2 tails.
It's a mutant.
It's a quantum cat. He's in 2 places at once.
No kidding.
AI generated song and
I don't have the sound.
graphics.
Wow.
Can't hear anything.
Wow.
Pretty impressive, actually.
Looks good.
Yeah, I mean for what it is.
Canadian Shield with the power of flight. Canadian Shield. Power of flight. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Hmm.
Yeah, you
Well,
gotta
like a
have cartoons
Sunday
on
morning
Saturday.
Sunday
Yeah.
morning cartoon because
Oh, it's Sunday because of
Yeah.
church. Yeah, it's
it's a Christian values
Yes,
story.
It's-
Yeah, I read this book.
it's good.
Yeah.
Very inspirational.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I met Rick Piper actually in person, and he came to
Nice.
California. That's
Awesome.
right. Like I don't know, like what 3 years ago, he came to
You stayed
visit
with Dillard.
Dillard's ranch when we had that get together a couple
Yeah.
of years ago.
Rick Piper is not an AI construct, confirmed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is pretty amazing for
I love it.
you know.
Yeah, it even came up. It even came up with the song Hex Allen. And I love his character designs on these different characters that he's worked in.
So what are we to do now? Like since people who program are going to be put out of work, people who animate are going to be put out of work, actors are going to be put out of work. Are we all to become farmers? What do we do?
I don't think it's going to go that far. It's
Well,
going to
that
use
would be
those
easier
tools.
for me to do.
You still need actors. You still need artists. I mean, eventually, it's just another tool, really.
Yeah.
You still need voice actors. Yeah, I think it's all in how you use it. It's another tool in the toolbox.
Yeah.
But
oh man, it's when I listen to YouTube videos narrated by humans, it's so much better than like when the AI when it's done by AI. It's so annoying.
The AI voice
farming. You're right, Marv. Farming has become automated to a
we're going to lose farming.
Oh no,
we're just going to be sitting in pods, just like intaking content.
Come
but
on,
how are we going to pay
Hex?
for it? Because we can't work.
Plug yourself from the Matrix. Come on, man.
I get my corn from a bot. Oh,
remember that Wall-E? The humans in the movie Wall-E?
Yeah,
they're just big fat slobs in floating chairs, and
it's true.
All about leisure.
Yeah,
doing no work, no ambition.
Well, we know that's fantasy because I'm not like that yet.
Amen.
I wish I was.
That's the fear. That's the fear we have. I mean, I have at least the
fear of work. Yeah.
Or many futurists have.
I don't know if Shadowhawk did his high noon broadcast or not. I didn't see. I haven't went over his channel yet. But one thing I'm going to be asking the printers. One thing I'm going to be asking the printers is, do they print coasters? I brought this one back from Atlanta as a memento. It was interesting. This place we went, I think it was called Iron Horse, had pretty good food. I got seafood there that night. But they all had different coasters, advertising different things. So kind of neat. And brought mine back, just as an example of where I'd been. Cool. Did you guys see this candy I got recently? Brain freeze dried candy.
I've not seen that, but look at that.
Rainbow Crunch. Taste the rainbow.
So I get a brain freeze by looking at it.
Yeah. Did I show you my Red Hulk Pez? I got a Red Hulk Pez.
Wow,
Yeah,
I haven't
how
seen
I
about
it.
guess
that?
since the new Captain America movie, any
Yeah,
of you guys seen the new Captain America movie?
I have.
Yeah, yeah,
Nothing to write
I've
Yeah,
home
seen it.
about, except for the Red
Yeah.
Hulk scene. That's the best one.
that's what I've heard. Yeah, that
Yeah,
Harrison Ford was about the only good thing in it. I don't know.
yeah, it's
I've,
true.
I've yeah, I watched Harrison Ford in two of his early roles in season 18 of Gunsmoke.
How about that?
Mm.
He did
Wow,
Wow.
Gunsmoke. Yeah.
I know that.
Uh, yeah, I got some new pairs at a grocery store recently. They weren't cheap either. They're over $2, like $2.39 a piece. But
That's
I
about
saw
right.
that Red Hulk and said, "Oh yeah, that one's mine."
Yeah,
You know, got to get that.
I'm
I
angry.
also got a Groot, so he's probably got a different pat number. I'll have to compare him to my old Groot to
mhm,
see if his design has changed or color. I
yeah.
know the patent numbers changed,
Getting
and
back,
he's made in Hungary. Most of them are made in China. Very few are made in Hungary.
oh, getting back to
Mm.
that Captain America movie. I do like that Isaiah Bradley character, the Black Captain America from like
Mm.
1940s, the Tuskegee experiment.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, yeah,
that's a good character. I hope they will actually flesh him out a little more.
yeah. Maybe do a
They have this,
flashback
like
movie
that,
when he's
I would watch that. That'd be very
either you
intriguing.
guys watch the Superman or Fantastic Four movie.
I've seen the Superman movie.
no.
Love the Superman movie. I've not seen Fantastic Four.
Hmm
I'm going to see it sometime out, maybe this coming week when I get the chance.
I think of those three movies that I mentioned, I think I'm going to watch Fantastic Four. Maybe I'll try
Yeah,
and go with John Fernandez, who is my artist on Devil Flyer stories,
yeah. They were.
because if he
Mm.
hadn't already seen it, he may have already went to see it. You know,
Uh-huh.
he's like me. If he wants to see something, he'll go by himself and watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Uh, this was an interesting Pokemon character, Pez, that I picked up recently.
Oh, how about that? It was
Is that,
a blue
do you
demon
guys know
looking.
Pokemon?
I know a few
Yeah,
of them, but
vaguely. Pikachu's the
yeah,
most I've identify with. So
I did get a new Pikachu because I think this is a redesign on his character. I've got
all
it
right.
maybe his first as
Yeah,
sleeping Pikachu.
sleeping
yeah.
Pikachu with little rosy
Tired,
cheeks. Yeah,
tired
and I
Pikachu.
also got a Cinderella. They got
Really?
a new Disney princess, so this is I've
Mm?
already they first came out with the princesses in a big box
Wait a
set,
minute.
and
Wait a minute. Why is she white?
it's virtue signaling, you know.
She's supposed to
Virtue
be
signal.
like a brown colored.
Supposed to be
Well,
black. Come on.
that's the woke revisionist, you know.
Oh, all right.
Marv
Mm,
says, "Don't care about superhero movies. I've been watching better stuff." Actually,
okay.
really, I mean, yeah, think
I care.
I'm by and large, I'm not.
I'm
Uh,
not too picky. No.
I'm not. You're not too picky, okay?
Not
I'm
really.
not too interested in because I've still not seen Miss Marvel,
I don't
uh,
care about that.
and
I've
I've
seen it.
not seen Black Widow movie.
That was
Um,
better.
there's several that I just have not watched. And the great thing is, I've got a friend, John. He picks it up on disc, most of those, and I even watch the crap, you know,
Yeah.
over at his house, and that way I don't have to invest in it, you know. And if I
Sure.
like it, I'll find a copy, right? I
Yeah.
recently bought the last thing I bought, and I've still got to pay for on eBay Monday, is Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the movie that came out in the late 70s with Peter Frampton and the Bee Gees. But
Yeah.
now Aerosmith is in that and a bunch of other people. So it's
Okay.
worth a watch. I think Alice Cooper might be in it.
Oh, okay. Right. Alice. Can't forget Alice Cooper.
SoCal Ninja says that's a Gengar Pokemon Pez.
Really? Gengar. That's who it is.
Oh, okay.
I know who that
Yeah,
was.
it kind of reminds me of
Sorry,
the
we're old.
little ghost on Pac-Man. I don't know why, you know.
Yeah.
Waka, waka,
With
waka.
an evil face. I'm get you,
Yeah.
Pac-Man. Yeah.
Well, if you come in late, we had Mike Gustovich. She was gracious enough to give us an hour. And when I had Michael T. Gilbert on, he says, I could do you 30 minutes. And he stayed on for an hour. So,
Right.
That's my job, to engage them and slip something under the door while they're not watching and get them to stay on longer than they expected,
It's true.
so that we get more insight and more, from these professionals that have worked in the field for a very long time. And what I'm excited about, guys, is that Mike and Michael T. Gilbert and Michael and Mike Gustovich were early independent creators. If I could just get Bill Black on to talk about AC Comics and Paragon, then we'd do the round circle, But I'll still try on Val Merrick. I know he's still drawing, and I'd like to get him on. I've reached out to Bob Layton, some other big creators. If
Sweet.
I didn't think I could get Mike and Michael T on, so but I did.
Well, Bob Layton is active on X, so that's cool.
Yeah,
he is. He's
active.
very always dropping commission stuff that he's done, or anniversary commission stuff that he's done in the past. So he's very active. And he goes to a lot of conventions too, apparently. Still, I think he lives over there in South Korea or somewhere in the Orient now, which is kind of unusual.
Yeah, get out of there.
He probably went somewhere where he's a big
South Korea is fine.
superstar.
North Korea, you have to worry about.
No, I mean, they could be attacked by North Korea.
They can take care of themselves. Trust me.
Yeah,
they're not gonna mess with them.
Well, without our presence, they'd be overran by North Korea in no time, I think.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's what
Not
I heard.
that they're just defenseless. That's what you heard? Yeah.
That they'd be, without us.
Yeah.
A reunification would commence.
Even with us, they probably got enough soldiers over there, especially if China got behind them like they did when we pushed them over the Yalu River into China.
My dad
China
was
behind
there.
them, they can just. Your dad was there. I've got a friend that his grandfather.
My dad was a
there.
Marine during that conflict. Yeah.
Well, I know that my friend's grandfather, he was a machine gunner there, and he said they just kept coming over their dead. They just kept swarming like ants, and we were ankle deep in spent shells, and he fired the machine gun nest till he had to abandon it because the barrel got so hot it melted.
Oh.
Wow.
They just kept coming. So yeah, that's my nightmare. That if they've got 350 million in their army. That's incredible.
Dang. Wow.
That totally blows us out of the water. Man.
Yeah, we have like 4 million or something.
But the thing about it is we've got like drones and other technology now that, so wars aren't fought conventionally,
Yeah.
anymore.
And we have particle beam weapons.
Oh, dude.
The hammer of God.
Yeah. Well, one thing that's kind of disturbing to me recently is this vibratory sound stuff that, they've focused on embassies with, and people get nausea and headaches and earaches and stuff, from, and you don't even know you're being pelted with it.
Yeah. It's a secret. Till it's too late.
Why can't we just get along? I mean, look, if I can get along every month with Hex Allen, our token Uncle Tom's cabin person, our surrogate Aunt Jemima, why
all heroes.
All I can say is Hell Hydra. No, we love Hex Allen. He's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Too bad I hate myself. No.
Oh, there's Shadowhawk. Yeah, we were wondering
Shadowhawk.
if you did your high noon. I didn't know if I didn't see your high noon up there. Maybe I just missed it. but finished with Mike early, so we thought we'd talk about our campaigns and just some other things that were on our mind. No show today, Shadow. Oh, yeah. Marv wants to know. Yeah, I got to get Marv on here. I know he's a busy guy, and if he needs an earlier time to come on, we need to get together and talk with you, Marv, sometime. It'd be cool. Like I said, I tried to get RJ Williams on, but he's got a new baby coming.
Oh, dang.
So he said, "Yeah, I guess I better make myself available." But I just wanted to push his call sign of Ryan, which is over there on Fun My Comic. I did back it.
Looks great.
Doc Blaylock did one of his covers, and if his covers remind me of Nephilim Squadron a lot, Hex Allen. I don't know if you've looked at that, but
I think they're looking at my stuff, and they're looking at my stuff.
Copied it. Copy us. It's AI.
Well, yeah, it looks great. It's drawn by Luke Stone. The interiors. Luke Stone of Fun My Comic.
There you go.
Man
I mean,
himself.
it is the weekend. He says, no, up early and then fell asleep till little after 12. So, nope, maybe do a makeup show tomorrow. There you go. There's always Sunday.
Yeah.
We going to get together anytime for Apex After Dark, maybe?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
DoorDash and things like that.
I love to do that because I'm his co-host.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're not doing Rex Hex. When you do Rex Hex and Apex, the 4 o'clock shadow and an Apex After Dark, it gets a little bit more difficult to do because you're streaming for so long. Yeah,
exactly. It won't be for a while.
I mean, there's a lot of days that I stream sometimes 10 hours. Not always, but some. I tried to cut back on that because that really wears you down. Who took my man? September
is Hex's turn.
Okay. Yeah. And you've already got a guest lined up for the next Rex Hex and Apex.
October I do. But Hex.
Okay, he's already got his. Who's it going to be?
Apex. Jason Bascom and Ink Spots will be on.
Right.
October 4th.
There you go.
Yes.
All right.
So
we're going to
September show from Hex.
Coming up in just a few days. Of course, we had Mike on today for the Rex Hex and Apex show on this channel, but Monday we're going to have Edwin Buzz Acevedo on to talk about his new launch on Kickstarter, and then Thursday we're going to have Russ Leach and Randy Zimmerman from Arrow Comics talking about Atlantean 3, a little call action for you. And we may be talking some core draft coming up here. I've talked with Andy Smith, and he and Dennis are going to come on. I don't have a firm date on that yet, but he'll be on probably sometime this month. And then on the 9th, next Saturday, we've got on the 4 o'clock shadow. We got Jason Bascom and maybe Ink Spots coming on. Maybe Frog G, talking about the second Frog G right after their launch. That's going to be on the 8th. So we got them early to talk about that. So that's cool. That's all that we've got lined up for August so far.
You got a little cottage industry going.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I think people like to watch my interviews. I don't know. I just thought, I need to up my game, and I've been very fortunate to get, some creators on that we've not had on before. I kind of like that. That was one reason I wanted to get JD back on, to talk about his call sign Ryan. It does remind me of your Nephilim Squadron, though. Little sci-fi, science fiction action going on.
Yeah, I think they're more in space, whereas I'm on confined to a planet. Yeah.
Yeah, hot chicks are the hardest to get on.
They kind of are.
Yeah.
But we've had a few. We've had you on here.
Yeah, we have. We've had Janet from Another Planet, and I don't want to name any other names, but we've had, some.
Wait,
I don't
Katie
think
did?
Janet from Another Planet's been on one of our Rex Hex and Apexes. If you reached out to her, Hex Allen, she'd probably come on.
Yeah. Yes, I was, but she was busy for June. I was trying to do it for June.
Right.
But maybe We'll
I
see you
think she went to
September.
Vegas. I think she went to Las Vegas to see her
September would
daughter.
be great to have her on.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could probably
All right,
do it then.
I'll try for September then.
Hit her up
Yeah.
again. I'd love to talk with her
That'd be
again.
great.
Right on.
Just trying to get my Vaseline cam to come back in focus.
Vaseline.
Yeah, it goes blurry, if it doesn't go pixelated. Maybe I'll create an AI chick with a huge cleavage and do a draw stream.
Sure, that'll work.
Yeah.
Yours in.
Boobies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we hosted and had the Wheeler Miss Wheeler on, we didn't even know she was anti-CG at that point.
I know, no idea.
Yeah,
it's clueless.
So we need to vet some of these people and know what we're doing, We had fun. It was
a
little weird to find out that
There's
she was
people you didn't know she was that. Oh no, who's that? What do you mean by
it seems like some of this news is happening daily.
Yeah, it is.
One day they're saying I'm CG, and another they're saying I'm anti-CG.
I was
never CG.
I can't stand. Whatever. Yeah.
We're not in the your little squibbles and squabbles.
No.
Thank you, Caleb, for dropping that. Appreciate that. Always good mods, in there, like Caleb and How Dear dropping links to all our campaigns. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can get Apex to $2,000 on his campaign. And then we'll be really on the march to you don't like that much. You really don't like that much. I may have to back it again. I'm not going to have a lot of money because I haven't been working that much of late. This has been a weird year.
It has been.
Yeah. It's been so hot. Really, we couldn't do anything, and we had a storm come in. And fortunately, I stuck it out. I had storms. I had to deal with the rain and the wind, but I got my full night in, and I went out last night, and that was kind of uneventful. I actually got my hose on done and came home early. So,
you guys with your weather.
Right.
I know. Yours is kind of like constant in California. Has it been hot down there?
So
with
boring.
You, Apex?
It has been hot. It's been very hot. My God, like 100-degree temperatures 5 times per week. 5 times this week, actually.
I need to have Caleb on. Yeah, he on his own channel. I know he can do this on his own channel, but he kind of drinks beer and sings. He does karaoke. He does requests.
Wow.
So,
he does a lot of that.
Yeah, I'd not had him on to sing for us. So maybe Shadowhawk, we can get on the bass guitar and maybe he can sing for us,
Yeah.
We'll see about that. That'd be a blast.
We used to do karaoke stuff back in the day.
I remember that. Yeah.
Hex gave me the episode number and I didn't even put it on the show, but I will. I think it's 67, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
That's right. 67.
Yeah. This is episode 67. We need to number these things, just keep up with it. I kind of like that.
I'll be 68. I'll be 69, actually.
Whoa.
Hex is 68. And mine in October will be.
See, aren't you glad we went to once a month?
Yeah.
You get to be 69.
Yeah. I know. I'll have to
baby.
do something special. I'll have to dress up as the creep for 69, the number 69 episode.
Just put one of those gel filters that you do, like when turn you green or pink in this, or magenta in this instance,
I was thinking body paint. This might be an occasion for body paint.
Really?
If you do, look, Apex, if you do, once you get it printed, and you do a convention, Hex Allen can come and cosplay the character for you.
I'll be going to California and I'll hire Hex to be the creep.
Well, the Green Giant had that little version, Sprout,
Yeah,
Sprout. So he could be like a mini version of the creep.
With little miniature hot girls.
Hey, wait a minute.
That's right. He could have like action figures that he.
Action figure little girls and going, yeah.
I think
I still have my daughter's Barbies in the room.
Oh, sweet. Take those with you.
It's Godzilla had Godzuki.
Yeah, I did.
The creep has the
those hot chicks.
has Yeah.
I think I'm more excited about the -1 sequel than I am any other thing made here in America, to tell you the truth.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man, the
Monsterverse
ending of
seems
that
to be
movie, the
doing
ending
well.
of that first movie almost it had me in almost had me in tears.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
have to
cry.
rewatch it. I can't even remember what happened, so don't tell me.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Anyway, we're coming up on
It
the
was kind of
2-hour mark,
predictable
and I
though.
know these guys are wilting away from lack of food, so they probably want to go eat. It's
I'm
early on the
delirious.
West Coast for Hex. I always admire him for coming in here way earlier than we do. Has it been hot
Just
down
just
Lubbock,
once a
Texas?
month.
It
Has it
has
been
been.
hot? Yeah. Have you gotten
Absolutely.
any storms or anything come through there and
We
wet it
had-
down?
Yeah, we'd have. We
Yeah.
had rain past a couple of days. It rained yesterday a lot yesterday.
Mm.
So we're getting plenty of rain.
Yeah, we got that storm come through here, wetted down things very good. Good
Yeah.
soak in some of these areas. And I know the farmers are getting ready to start harvesting some of this stuff. But now it's wet, they're gonna have to wait. But
So it dries up.
they'll get to it. They'll get to it. Maybe it won't dry. When you actually harvest, they actually check the moisture content. And you
Yeah,
want low moisture in your grain. I guess
Mm.
less prone to mold and things like that.
Yeah.
But you want a
Yeah.
low, so they actually put it in the grain bins with fans and to dry out some of the moisture after harvest. Barbie dolls. Yeah, you could use Barbie dolls and lick them.
Yeah, Barbie is the only movie I was excited last year.
I
was the
just
last
want to
one.
see him from head to toe, or at least just the creep only wears briefs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at
Yeah.
conventions, he has to wear briefs. But,
Well,
you
you
know,
know
in the
what?
comic, he's going to
You
whip
know
out his
what?
thing and go,
We could-
"Ah,"
if Hex Allen doesn't want to show those pecs and stuff, we could get him a T-shirt that says "creep" across it, and then he would just have to
I've
color
got
his
the creep
arms and his
logo
head and
already
neck
done.
and his
So,
legs
yeah.
purple.
Oh,
He's
how about a
he's
pink
barefoot.
bodysuit? Pink bodysuit.
Yeah,
There
I
you
can
go.
see that.
You're gonna have to. There you go, and you could put on slippers because
Yeah.
you no shirt, no shoes, no service. They're not gonna let
Yeah,
you in
so-
a convention
Pink
barefoot.
bodysuit. I mean, it's
But yeah,
perfect.
you could do Barbies. The only movie I
Uh-huh.
was excited last year was The Last Voyage of the
Demeter.
Demeter, and this
Yeah.
was year is Frankenstein by Del Toro. Yeah, that's
That was
Yeah.
when Dracula was on that ship and started to kill.
Oh,
himself.
how was that last
yeah.
Voyage of
Was that
Demeter
any
movie?
good? That was
I'm
kind of
not
like
s-
a.
It kind of came and went.
I
That
have
was kind of
not
like
seen it.
Nosferatu, wasn't it?
That was
Yeah,
mixed reviews.
Nosferatu adjacent.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
got to watch. I want to watch the Demeter and the Nosferatu updated version. So I've got.
I
Mm.
did buy that version of Nosferatu that came out of the guy
Nicholas
that
Hoult.
played Pennywise, the actor
He
that
also-
played
he
Pennywise.
The
also
recent one.
played-
Yeah,
Yeah.
the recent one.
Are you talking about Nicholas
Um,
Hoult? Yeah.
It was wild. He actually bit them on the chest where the heart is,
Mhm.
and then you would hear this,
Mhm.
Yeah.
as he's sucking the blood out of them. He was more of a succubus or, a vacuum
Yeah.
cleaner.
Or a rodent, kind of.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of
like,
like
yeah.
He did look
Ah.
more rodent, and I think that was
Ah.
more akin to Nosferatu too. He was
Mm.
supposed to be like plague, and in that
Mm.
movie they did play the plague
Mhm.
like
He
it
can
was a
control
plague.
rats. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great
Yeah,
death scene too.
Yeah. Oh
Boy.
yeah. I mean, in Nosferatu, he just faded away when the sun hit
Yeah.
him. Not in this one.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty
It was an okay movie. I thought-
visceral.
It was a very artsy, beautiful movie.
Yeah. So Nicholas Hoult was Nosferatu, right?
I think it could have been done better. Yeah, he
Wow.
was not.
Yeah.
And
He
what
also
threw me
played,
off was
Lex
this
Luthor.
mustache. I think they
Yeah.
did that, the mustache and everything. I think he maybe had a goatee, but he had a mustache, much like Reed Richards. Anyway,
Mhm.
I think they did that because the original Vlad the Impaler had that mustache, that Romanian
goatee.
mustache. So I think
Sure.
that's why they kind of added that to the character.
Yeah.
He says, I'm reading Bram Stoker's Dracula, the original version, and can't wait to get to the Demeter part. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Blah,
Anyway, guys, keep collecting. Go have lunch.
That's out for now. See you in the next video.
There you go.
And
thanks.
I'll be hosting on my show.
Okay.
Yes, the next Rex X, and we don't know who will. Maybe it'll be Janet from another planet. We just don't know yet. But
we'll find out.
Jason Bascom and Ink Spots, maybe October 4th. There we go. We're doing this show once a month now. That gives us more time to plan and give, not one Porky Pig cartoon. That's what I'm most proud of.
Oh, yeah.